Thank you. Alright, this is the last one that's actually signed up. I got something I'll read once he's done if you guys want. And then, like I said, if anyone else wants to read something. What? Sure, we can do that again. Alright, this is Benjamin Pauly. He came last week. Loved it so much, decided to come back again. He says he's the leader of a backcountry trail crew in Glacier National Park. In the late fall during hunting season, he stays at a remote cabin that has no running water or electricity to keep an eye out for poachers in the park. That is an awesome job, and I want to come with you when you do that. This winter, he is helping with an ongoing Wolverine project in the park. Adamantium? Benjamin Pauly, everyone.
This poem is called Abducted by Aliens. Similar to lying on an operating table, the anesthetized grizzly bear lies in a stupor upon the ground, drugged and hallucinating. These alien-like creatures surround him, probe him, measure him, and open his mouth. Measure the teeth and look at where. Tattoo his inner cheek. Stretch a ruler on his paws, they weigh him, stick a needle in him, drawing blood for DNA, take a urine sample. Surgically implanting a GPS unit inside him, they back away from the bear stirs and shakes off the dream, but the dream won't shake. The bear thinks to himself, I really was abducted, prodded and probed, shot with a strange gun. The bear runs off in the woods and tells all his bear friends. The other bears say, hey, we told you not to eat those magical mushrooms.
Benjamin Pauly, very cool, very cool. Alright, so I have something to share with you guys, if that's okay.
No. Yeah.
No? Okay.
Of course.
Alright, and like I said, I just wrote this today. I've been in the habit of doing that for the last 4 Sundays just because of a lack of time. Robbie bugging me to fix his phone, but I step to the plate and adjust myself. Take a gaze through the crowd to assess my wealth. I tap the dirt off my shoes, then point to the stands, eyes focused on one particular fan. Over 700-something feet away, we make eye contact for what seems like a day. I won't play, it's so far, but the stage of excitement brings me back to the pages I write with enlightenment. Sure, I'm in it to share some riddled truths with anyone willing to listen to my dumb little clues. It's a scavenger hunt, and we're third on the list. I try to finish up before the nerds start to get pissed. I am, therefore, I like to think I exist on this earth solely to mark all the right exits. It's petty, but then I open my eyes just in time to blindly catch this pop fly. Then I close them again, forever chasing this peaceful dream state that keeps me pacing. Failed attempts try to stop hateful debates, they always keep my brain up late. I'm just saying, I've had it with praying, I'm just relaying what you've been delaying. My subconscious knows better than that. I sold my soul so no one can ever hope to write letters better than that. And I'm so thankful. My eyes were open before I got blindly trapped in hopeless devotion. You know it, I know it, I've blown it, I'll die alone. It's the crying game and I sold it like a pro. You know it, I know it, I've blown it, I'll ride alone down to hell laughing as the devil slows my roll. Deep in your soul it festers. So I urge everyone to pay attention to these lectures. Stop the exploits, make the best choice before you get caught pants down with some sex toys. Thank you. Does anybody have something else to share with the group? Robbie? You got some? I know you have a whole book of haikus that we're all just dying to hear again. Alright, get over here and do this. This is the weird thing, like, I've come across really amazing poetry. I hope you don't feel like this is a cop-out, but like... Yeah, I don't need to write. I just have books of poetry. I'm just, whatever. They speak for me. Whatever. Alright. Just crap on myself and report it. Selfish altruism. I
am a total a-hole. Quite possibly the most selfish man alive. See, I don't give two popsicle sticks about you or anyone else. All I'm interested in is my own spit and wiggles. However, I am no idiot. I've observed the actions of others, and I know that acting like an a-hole gets treated in kind, so I'm nice all the time, but it's just an act. See? I think I figured a few things out about this world. Like, when you have an uneducated, unemployed population, you get beggars on the street and thieves in your home. That's why I support free and equal education for all. Not because I actually care about anyone else, but because I personally don't like being begged or robbed. Likewise, when you have an uninsured, unvaccinated population, you get rampant deadly disease. That's why I'm for free and universal health care. It's got nothing to do with ethics. I just don't want to get sick myself. I'm for tightening environmental restrictions so that the air I breathe and the water I drink is clean, and so that I have pretty things to look at. I wouldn't care less about the ozone or global warming beyond my own cancer potential. I've never cheated on my girlfriend, in fact, never lie. That's only because she might catch me, and I hate it when she bitches. It would just cause all this freaking drama. And I'm the kind of guy who likes to avoid drama at all costs. It's just way easier on both of us if I treat her with respect all the time, like I would wish to be treated. And then acts like she respects me back and doesn't cheat or lie either. And so now we never fight, and I get to have great sex all the time with this hot chick. Life is so good. I go about my day smiling at everyone and complimenting them and getting compliments in return. Who cares if they're sincere? It makes everything so simple to live like this, to pursue karma at all costs. Then I see all these people frowning, and I see sneaks, cheats, liars, and thieves, and they're so stressed out all the time. I want to tell them, hey, there's no need to lead your life like that. If you're nice to people, people are nice back, no matter how big of an a-hole you secretly are. But then again, like I said, I have selfish intentions. Fact is, if you're happy, you're more likely to be nice to me. And I wish that everyone was an a-hole altruistically. I know, right? This is an amazing guy, Big Papa E. If you have too much time on your hands, YouTube Big Papa E, the letter E. This is a three-parter, and here we go. The Endless Pursuit of Happiness, #1. I went to the candy machine in the break room just a moment ago, and there it was, among the plastic packages of cookies and chips and gum and Pop-Tarts for only 65 cents. True love. Nestled at E4 between the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on the left and the Hershey's chocolate bar with almonds on the right. Imagine, the thing I've been searching for my whole life, and there it is, in bright yellow plastic wrap in the candy store at work, and for only 65 cents. I know I spent way more than that looking for it up to this point, so 65 cents was one hell of a bargain. I reached into my pocket and found that I had exactly 65 cents, 2 quarters, a dime, and 5 pennies. Since the machine only took silver, I was out of luck, a nickel short. I went to the receptionist and asked if I could borrow a nickel, even offered to give her the 5 pennies for a nickel, but she didn't have it. She had no change. I went to all the people who worked near my cubicle and asked if they could trade my 5 pennies for a nickel, and none of them, not a single one, could do it. They had no change. I finally dug around in the very bottom of my backpack and found 1 dirty dime, more than enough to make 65 cents. So I marched to the break room with change in hand, only to find that true love in bin E4 was gone. There'd been only 1 left, and someone must have gotten it while I was looking for money to pay for it. I looked at the machine, I looked at the money in my hand, I looked back at the machine. Then I put 70 cents into the machine and pressed E5, Hershey's chocolate with almonds. Got a nickel back for change. Alright, this is part 2. After work, I walked to my bus stop. On the way, I passed the brightly lit windows of a gift shop, and right there, in front of the biggest display, was a box marked Deluxe True Love. There was a photo on the box of a man and woman staring into each other's eyes and smiling slowly. Dreamy smiles. The flashing sign next to the box said, only $29.99, going fast. I walked in and went to the front counter and asked the cashier what about this brand of True Love made it deluxe. He said that this particular true love was especially long-lasting, yet it encouraged individuality, which many other cheaper brands of love often neglect. I took out my wallet and told him I'd take one, but the cashier said he was all out because of the Christmas rush. He said he could put me on the rain check list, but he cautioned that the wait would be several months, if not longer. I asked him if he could sell the one in the window, but he said it was just an empty box. I asked him if he had any more in the back, and he said he didn't think so, but he would just look just in case. When he came back, he held out a much smaller box that was wrapped in bright paper with neon ink and colorful photos of people smiling very large and beaming and driving sports cars and talking on cell phones and playing computer games and watching big screen TVs. I asked him if that was it. Was that deluxe true love? But he shook his head slowly and said, no, we're all out of deluxe true love, but we do have several boxes left of instant gratification for only $9.99. I told him I'd already had enough of that and thanked him for his time. This is part 3. When I got home, I turned on the TV and flipped around the cable channels and stopped for a moment on one of those home shopping channels. And there on the screen was a big, colorful box of Deluxe True Love, only this was a special version of Deluxe True Love. They called it the limited edition Deluxe True Love. The salesman said these versions were handcrafted in very small batches by experts in the art of making love, and that his company were allowed to only sell 100 boxes, and the time was running short. He said 67 had already been sold in the last 5 minutes. The price, he said, was 3 low monthly payments of $59.99 each. What made this version of Deluxe True Love so special, he said, was its easy application, its long-lasting strength, and its durability. It wasn't like those shabby versions of love you could buy for less elsewhere. He said that were fine for the first few months or even years, but then began to fade. This version of Deluxe True Love was specially made to last the lifetime of its owner. In fact, it even came with a guarantee. 14 more boxes of limited edition Deluxe True Love were sold as I watched it. So I grabbed up my phone and called the 1-800 number and was greeted by a friendly receptionist named Molly. She asked me what product I was interested in. I said, I want a box of limited edition Deluxe True Love. She asked me what credit card I used. I said I didn't have a credit card. She asked me if I wanted to use a check card, and I said I didn't have a check card. Well, she said she could only accept one or the other, but I asked her if I could just arrange to send cash. She put me on hold. And I watched as 5 more boxes were sold, and 7 more boxes were sold, and then 6 more boxes were sold, and the announcer on the TV said, and we only have 1 more box of special edition Deluxe True Love left, and our lucky next caller will have the first crack at it. And then the receptionist came back on the line, and I said, oh, take it, please, I'll take that last box of special edition Deluxe True Love. But she replied, I'm sorry, sir. We can only accept credit cards or check cards with a Visa logo. We do not accept cash. I'm sorry, sir. Then she hung up. And on the TV screen, the salesman announced that a lady from Americus, Georgia was the proud owner of the last box of limited edition Deluxe True Love. I turned off the TV. I reached into my pocket, pulled out my Hershey's chocolate bar with almonds, and proceeded to unwrap it.
Thank you, Robbie. So did anyone else want to share before we, you want to do one?
Yeah.
Awesome. The lovely Leanne. Yeah! Woo!
So since we're doing covers, I decided I wanted to read one that is not mine. One of my favorite poets, her name is Rachel McGibbons, and she's really good. So forgive my performance of her beautiful poem, but I think that you guys, her poetry should be shared as often as possible. So this is called The Lovers in Bed. If I were in a car crash and I lost one whole leg, would you still like to kiss me? Asked the woman. Of course, said the man, and I'd lick your fuzzy little kneecap every night before bed. The woman was only slightly satisfied. Then, what if I were walking in the woods and a big mean bear came and gobbled up both my breasts? The man thought for a moment. Would you still have the one leg? The woman bit him on the tit. Yes, dummy, of course I'd still have my other leg. She was getting ornery. Okay, said the man, then yes, I would still want to kiss you, even if you had no breasts and one lonesome leg. All right, said the woman, all right, one more question. But you have to be honest. This time you have to really say what you would do. Okay, said the man, shoot. The woman waited. She was almost afraid of the answer. She bit the inside of her cheek. Then, what if I fell into a vat of acid and all my skin melted off? She looked into the man's eyes without blinking. He waited. Yes, my love, I would still like to kiss you, even if all your skin melted off. The woman looked defeated. She wanted to suck him and kiss her instead. But what if all my vital organs started oozing through the bars of my rib cage? Aha! She had him this time. Easy, said the man. I'd string them together with a fat satin sash so they'd hang inside you like a wet chandelier. Then I'd top it off with a big bow wrapped around your sweet bone of a puss. The woman blushed. Well, what color ribbon would you use? She demanded. Kumquat, said the man.
What color is kumquat, by the way?
The color is kumquats.
Oh, okay. What's a kumquat?
It's a little fruit you can eat the peel with citrus.
Gotcha.
It's like a yellow-orange color.
You play a lot of Jeopardy?
I lived in Florida. We had trees.
Ah. What are those? Just kidding. I know what trees are. Alright, well, I don't know. I'll share something else while Ben's out there awkwardly staring at me, smoking a cigarette. Alright. Here I stand, a man, ready to meet his maker, mistaking certain burdens for a perfect Sunday paper. Lately I've been working with slaving ladies, praying to these angels to make me famous, but that doesn't work. They're craving hatred, so I'll switch up my gameplay to slay their Satan. Stare into my eyes and I'll delay your patience. Listen while I talk and let my thoughts display. Just let me say this. I play with nakedness and chase these girls who look all the same, they're dangerous. Why do we torture ourselves with plain Janes and dismay? Do I make it this way? 'Cause I just want to say if I did in the slightest, I was looking through the darkness with starry eyelids. I'm sorry I started something I disliked, but then who would have thought you'd end up with this guy? So at this junction, one of two things will happen. Malfunction and confusion because we're losing our passion. And I majored in the first while you live with the second. And if life was a box, we both didn't check it. It's hectic, wrecked and kept it in the septic. Unless regrets left you with a permanent message. The tournament's lesson plainly states why waste earning all your pain on a girl you met on MySpace. Thank you. Anyone else want to get up here and rap battle? Just kidding. I don't rap battle. If you ask me to, I'll look at you with an awkward stare. So, this guy walked into a bar. I'm totally not very entertaining, but does anyone else want to read, or are we going to wrap this up? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Oh, Shane's got something to share. You got to share. What's up? Alright, this is Shane.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going to stand on the pessimistic night with the sun. I'm going to be like a rainbow shining for everyone. I'm going to look at this flower and take a sweet breath because this life is blessed, and I've seen it with the caress of the moon shadow upon my face where my lips glisten, and I look into your eyes and I'm mesmerized. There's an intense feeling that is boiling from within that has so much energy that makes you feel like you're my kin, like you're my family, like you're my best friend, like you're the joy that is coming back to everyone again.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming. Give yourself a big round of applause for everyone that got up here and gave us some poetry. It's been a good time. You can catch all these videos up online at jamhole.com/poetryvids. There's a ton of them up there every week. I put them up, so check that out. Remember, donations at the door. Those go to try and get some featured poets up here. We're doing the writing workshop next Sunday.
Every Sunday, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock every Sunday. We're going to be doing that, focusing on some writing, give you guys a chance to get something written before we come in here and share. We got the Facebook page, of course, flyers, posters. Make sure you remember the event page and share it with all your friends. All this, and the email list. Thank you. Back there. If you got an email, sign it up, and we'll let you guys know what we're doing, what poets are coming, all that kind of thing. And then, yeah, these Web 2.0 sites, they make it really easy to share with your friends. It's like one click. You just pick whoever's local and then invite them. So it definitely helps spread the word. We appreciate it. Again, huge thanks to Vince and Charlotte. They give us this space every Sunday and let us do it. So we appreciate that. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday. We'll see you guys online. Thank you.